Hi, my name is Paulina Sosa and I'm in the Dublin Parliamentary Internship Program.
My name is Emily and I'm studying at Trinity College in Dublin.
My family, it was the mom, the dad, and 3 small kids. And there was this little girl, she was absolutely adorable. She was really excited actually. And I really enjoyed my family homestay because they were, one, extremely welcoming. Right when I walk in, they offered me like a cup of tea and, we just got on chatting and just having a really good time, really getting to know each other and each other's different cultures.
My homestay experience with my Irish family was definitely unique. It was something I have never been through before, and I was kind of excited that Arcadia forced us to go on a homestay experience because it wasn't something that I would have ever personally elected to go on my own.
Yeah, it was a lovely experience all the way out. From the very beginning to the very end, we spent a lot of quality time together, and I actually went ahead and visited them again a couple months ago. I think one of the fears that I have, probably along with everyone else that does a homestay experience, is I guess the worry that either you're not going to reach their expectations. So I obviously feared that I wasn't going to be a good guest. But that turned out to not be true. And they were so welcoming. I never felt out of place. I never felt that like I was infringing on them. They were so helpful, so communicative, and they were just always so happy to kind of like just sit down and talk.
And the weekend was not what I expected, but looking back on it, it was definitely something I learned from, which sounds cheesy, but it's true. My family had 3 young children in it, and both parents were there. And it just really gave me an insight into traditional Irish life and everyday ongoings, and even the differences I saw between the Irish children and children at home in the States were so different with the concepts that they have and the way they speak and the way they act towards one another and towards their parents, and even going through the day-to-day chores that we helped the family with just totally opened my eyes to a completely different lifestyle. The best part of my homestay, the most exciting part for me, was when the family took us to the Suns' Gaelic match. And that was really cool because sports in Ireland are actually amazing and they're a lot of fun to watch and be a part of. And so to actually go to this young boy's Gaelic match was really exciting. He had his parents there, his siblings there, all their family and friends, all the neighbors in the area came out. This was what everybody went out for, and this is what everybody got together for on their Sunday morning. And so that was really exciting to see, and that was really cool too. It was cute watching them play, but it was also great standing there and meeting all their neighbors and just talking about things that they had done that weekend and how they were getting ready for the week, and it was just a great community event, actually.
What I enjoyed most about the homestay was probably this one night, I believe it was Saturday night, and it was just me and my host mom, and eventually my host dad, who came in after a little time at the pub, and we were all just watching some TV. We rented a movie, we bought a bottle of wine, and we just, we were sitting, chatting, enjoying the movie, having a good laugh. And I guess what I really enjoyed about that was just the fact that I was having some bonding time and quality time with them. And I feel like it went from just an acquaintance relationship to an actual friendship. And so I feel like I can now call this whole family friends because of that. One, being very open-minded and going in there really with no boundaries exactly, like going in there and being open to their culture, to their food, to their customs and their traditions, within the family. The way that the host mom and the host dad interacted with each other was unbelievable. It was like watching a TV show in and of itself, just because they were so funny they were so funny with each other. They were very sarcastic, always cracking jokes at each other, but you could tell that they were just so in love. It was adorable.
While we were there, we were, chopping wood and peat from the bogs, I think, that they collected from, and we were doing it because their entire house was heated by this wood stove. And so even just differences like that, how they collected their trash in a bucket, not because it was a convenient way to store it, but because they were then going to take it and feed to their farm animals.
They also showed me a lot of what the sarcasm is like. Sarcasm is a big thing here, and I personally appreciate it. They also showed me what the food, what a typical Irish meal might be on a Sunday, or what a typical Irish meal might be on an evening. Their Sundays, they have like a really special Irish tradition, and I really appreciated it. It was kind of nice to be a part of that. And
even though Ireland is much more of a modern society than I once believed it to be, there are also some of those older traditions that you can see even 20 minutes outside of the city, and I thought that was really cool.
This homestay experience was really it was what initiated really everything that I was going to experience for the rest of the semester. And I'm really grateful that we did this homestay experience, because not only did I come out with friends, from a different county in Ireland, but I really learned a bit about, let's say for example, the slang, the Irish slang. Even though they were all in the same family, the host mom and the host dad had different accents just because they were from different parts of Ireland. They just really gave me an insight into the welcoming atmosphere of what I believe, from my experience so far, tends to be the atmosphere that most Irish people will do or will give to any visitors or guests in their house. I think without that experience I might have been more nervous throughout the rest of the semester, but that is really what kind of got me out of my box, to meet other Irish people at school, at work, and if it wasn't for the homestay, I probably would not have been as open.